part.
How many minutes?
2 minutes. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes.
All right now.
Yes, sir. You had said all you said. You got plenty of time to walk the streets,
On my time.
knock on doors.
My time.
Finish that conversation.
As I was sitting there listening to some of the things that people have done, I'm not a braggart person, but 77 years old, I've done, ain't no telling. But as I'm sitting here looking at you now, I want you to know that you can go online, www.diftk. Do it for the kids. Muhammad Ali, if you remember him, he and I founded this group, and I've given out close to 300 scholarships, and not one in Edgecombe County. And I wondered why. But I've given them out all over this country. diftk.com. If you're interested and you want to find out about the scholarships, 40 of them. And last week we had Women of the World to come in, and they did facelift over there in Princeville. 40-some women came out of Greensboro, and we had some men. So if you see that first stoplight, you see how it looks a little bit different. It's because they came in and they helped us in the town of Princeville, and they asked them to come, and they came in and did a wonderful job. And I thank you for coming out tonight, and I'm supporting these two, my counterparts for the mayor's position, whether I get it or not. But anyway, you got two fine candidates here. I just wanted to do something because I'm tired, and at 77 I wanted to see if I could do a little bit more. Because when he calls my name, I want him to find me busy doing his will. Thank you.
I think that the challenge for all of us is to, in 4 years, fill up this room with standing room only. We have got to get every citizen in our little municipalities and in our counties, in our states and in our country involved. And if we do that, and if that's our goal, then we can make ourselves as big and as great as we can be. And that's what I hope to happen for Canida. I hope certainly for all these other municipalities it happens. And you know, we have to come together. It doesn't matter what color we are, it doesn't matter what our education is, it only matters that we love a place and we want that place to be all it can be. Thank you.
Since you don't know your order, so I solicited your vote again on November 7th, either October 18th, and the reason being is because I think the mayor mentioned a minute ago that some people, a few friends came up to him and asked him to run. Nobody came up to Yolanda and asked me to run. I saw what we were doing and what we're not doing in the town of Princeville, and I felt like I could be a very effective leader. I believe the mayor and of course the other young lady, I believe Mr. Bullock has decided he may not move forward, but nevertheless, these are another 1,460 days to do a little of nothing as to when we go in Google, when we go in and look, and we go back to everything that we said we have done as a town, nothing really pops up. It's okay about the books, because we had to get those back by submitting the budget. But at the end of the day, I don't see any real progress. And so I believe that I can be a candidate that can multitask, a candidate that can take Princeville forward, being resourceful, being able to work with other individuals. And I think a vote for me is, as my slogan say, a win for the team is just a win to vote Thick Pen. Again, November 7th, I solicit your vote, aggressive leadership, courageous vote, the whole nine. And so again, this is an awesome time, and I believe that we'll win to move Princeville forward, not based on what these guys have said, because a lot of stuff that has been said is really based on the fact that we had a flood. And had we not had a flood, we would not be getting some of these well, at least slated benefits. We haven't really necessarily got them yet. And so don't be fooled by the hype. And then lastly, I'll say this, as far as change goes, don't feel like we can't change now because we're having some people looking at us now. I have a very sharp mind, and a learning curve is not even going to be an issue because I've been in the meetings to see what's going on. And so, as Mayor Bobby said, that the day after the election, I'll be ready to work for the town of Princeville. Thank you. Braxton, you're next.
Ladies and gentlemen, this election is not about me. It's not about any of the candidates up here. But it's about putting people in position of leadership who are going to do right by the citizens. This is not a position that you're going to attain just for the notoriety. This is not a position that you're going to attain to get pats on the back. Because I, as a Sunday school teacher, been teaching about 15 years, and what I've always noticed is when you have leaders in position who are doing right by the people, good things result. When you have leaders in position that's doing things for themselves, bad things result. Last 4 years in the town of Princeville, positive things have taken place. We talked about Skanska and UNC prior to the flood. We wanted to address the issue of diabetes in our neighborhood, obesity in our neighborhoods, heart disease in our neighborhoods. So we came together with some of our citizens, UNC and Skanska and the board, and we decided to do something similar to a Y. So get people active, get some of this weight off them, and increase the positive lifestyle that we can get to. A flood came in, put that on the back burner, but we will move forward with this very soon, in addition to other positive things for the town of Princeville. I solicit your votes, but more importantly, pray and that the Lord lead you to do the right thing and vote for the right person to lead us forward. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I'm given the opportunity to serve as your councilman for the Tarboro City Council, Ward 7, I will not disappoint you. I'm ready to go to work for you as I'm already working as a private citizen. Serving as a councilman will give me the opportunity to make sure that your voice is heard. I will listen to your concerns and I will bring them to the council. Fight for your cause. You are too important to go unheard. As a citizen of Tarboro, you deserve equal access to everything available that will be beneficial to you. I will not and I cannot sit by and watch the citizens of Tarboro be exploited because of them not being at the table. This is a new day with the new generation of people. With the new generation comes new ideas. Everyone deserves to be heard. I want to assure you that as your councilman, I will work for the entire city of Tarboro, especially the citizens of Ward 7. As part of the city council, you can trust me that I will get the job done. I will encourage to open communication between the councilman and the citizen. There's much work to be done, and I'm ready to do it for the people. I need your vote starting on October the 19th through November the 7th in order to serve you as your city councilman for Ward 7. Thank you.
I would just like to say, and I've said this each time I've come up here, I'm ready to go to work tomorrow. Ready to go to work now. If you tell me to go out the door and do something, and it's something I know how to do, I'll do it. If I don't know how to do it, I sure will figure it out and get it done. I tell everybody I'm here for every citizen, but as mayor, I'll reiterate, I'm not here to vote unless there's a tie. What I'm here for is what I spent 27 years doing. I want to bring people together. I want to maintain some order. When meetings are going on, there shouldn't be bickering back and forth. There should be informed discussion, not somebody just saying an opinion or being rude towards somebody else. That's where we've gone astray over the years. It's all about making a rude comment or saying something to hurt somebody else's feelings. It's not about the issues. We need to stay on track. and worry about what's going on in Tarver, not what so-and-so is doing on the corner or what somebody else is doing behind the barn. You need to worry about the issues. Stop talking about people, stop spilling everything out in meetings, and just not maintaining order. Let's maintain order and work together. Everybody can do that, because you have to have a chain. You can't break that chain. If you break one link in that chain, if one link breaks in council, the whole council falters. The whole council will falter. So all I ask is that everybody, October 19th, this Thursday, hey, go to the polls, come right in here, be right in here, 10 to 5. Step in here and go ahead and vote. Don't hesitate. When the council meetings come around, go to the council meetings. The one thing I want to do as mayor is just make sure that everybody knows what happens at those meetings. I want it on TV. I want it published on the internet so that everybody can see what happens.
Okay, thanks everyone for coming out tonight. I want you all to remember me as probably soft-spoken or swift-spoken, but I will be full of action for you. That's a promise. I know they say politicians shouldn't make promises, but I can promise you that I will work extra hard for my citizens of Ward 7 and Tarver. I will not leave you, the pastor, I will not leave you. I have literally left my job to make sure that I hold on to this Ward 7 seat. It'll be there when I get back, and I know they're waiting for me. But what I can say now that you have my promise to do everything I can to work for you. And as far as my council is concerned, I think that we have a great balance with Mr. Woodard, Jenkins, Jordan, even my mayor. We have a great balance. We have bulldogs on it, we have kittens, we have it all, and nothing's gonna be perfect. Because if everybody thought the same on the council, what kind of council would it be? So I think we can all work together. That's one thing I see, that we work very well together. So if it's not broken, I suggest we not try to do it. That's my word.
Ladies and gentlemen, I too want to thank you all for coming out tonight. Just briefly, regardless of the position that's being advocated for, the position that people are running for tonight, whether it's Canida, Cretsville, Sharpsburg, Tarver, we need people who can understand, articulate, and effectively serve as an advocate for the people that they represent. I hope to do that. We'll do that with encouragement and being held accountable for the residents of Ward 7 and by extension, all of the residents of the town of Tarver. I thank you for this opportunity. I look forward to speaking with each and every one of you again before the election, and I encourage you to come out and vote in early voting on Thursday for the candidate of your choice. And if you don't get a chance to get out during early voting, come out in November and vote for the candidate of your choice. Thank you.
I too want to thank you all for coming out. This has been a great opportunity to talk to those who are present, and hopefully they'll get a chance to see it. The man's Fleming, he does a great job of providing this area with information, also a newspaper. He does a good job of filming everything that goes on in Edgecombe County that I know of. Anyway, this is a pleasure, and this is a great opportunity to serve the community. And I want to continue to do that. I have really dedicated this part of my life to my family, friends, and the community. And my wife knows, who's present with me today. I put everything into it, and I try hard. And I have been going door to door, and it is exhausting. I do have a team that help me put out flyers, but I feel like it's important to talk to people directly and give them an opportunity to tell you what issues they are concerned about. And in many cases, you do find things that you're not aware of. So I will continue to do that. I will continue to work hard. There have been some challenges on the council, especially in the early years. But I do think that we have learned to be more civil and to communicate and to disagree without being disagreeable. But we are getting things done. Actually, I am very encouraged by the direction that we're going. We do have a good town manager, and I do think we are going in the right direction and bringing more jobs, more opportunity for this area. We have lowered the fees for recreation, and we're doing things with our health. We have a bike walking trail that we have established. We also put a walking trail in Clark Park, and we're trying to do more things. We have a grant that we have someone to come in, consultant, to evaluate our recreational opportunities in the town. Hopefully that we will see fruition with that. And so we are looking ahead. We are looking forward. And I want to be a part of this, and I want to continue to work hard for you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to come tonight and share with you where I'm from and what we're all about. But is there anybody here from Sharpsburg? Anybody planning on moving anytime? Just listening to the candidates and the things that they're opposing, I'm a little bit envious because President Tauber has some great candidates put forth. So does Sharpsburg. We have some great people that are in office right now. We have some great candidates that are running for office. And sometimes the municipality is like a carpool. Everybody have to pitch in and gas, you know what I'm saying? But we shouldn't let one person drive all the time. Do you understand what I'm saying? So sometimes we need to try to change the driver so that he can see the scenery around him. Because most people that's driving, all they're looking at is the highway. But the people that are passenger, they get them to enjoy the scenery. And so I want to just thank you again for this opportunity. And I want to say to those that live in Tarbert and live in Principal, if you ever decide to move, Sharpsburg is the place you need to visit. Thank you.
As everybody said, thank y'all for coming tonight. It's been a hard thing, but I thought I was oldest here, but Mr. Planner's back there. Coming about a year or two.
Yeah, maybe a couple of years.
Not many. Anyway, one of the main things that has concerned me greatly is, as a pilot for the past 40 years, landing out at Barn Hills International Airport, and a lot of our flights down to Miami, we built 64, and we built a dike. So we built a bathtub. If we put some outlets under there, we won't have any more floods at Tarboro or Principal. That Tarboro is, in 99, if I sat in my office at my desk, I would have drowned. But fortunately, I didn't drown, but my office did. Water can only go downhill. And if you come from Rocky Mount, there are 3 outlets. One is the Tar River, which builds up very fast. Number 2 is the railroad track, and as y'all all know, that floods. And number 3 is shallow. And we need to talk to North Carolina, to our legislators, and to our other people that deal with the roads, and put some culverts under 64, which runs from Nashville to the Pitt County line above ground as much as 22 feet. That's where the water backs up and can't get out. And if we build a dike to protect Pittsville, the water's got to go somewhere else. Where it's going to go, I don't know. We'll find out in the next flood. But the biggest thing is to let the water, just like a bathtub, it's got to drain out. And if it's out south of here, it's going to go down and fall back in the road basin and go downstream towards Greenville. Like everybody else back here and around us, I have worked with children all my life. And I have taught Sunday school. I have many children. As I said, I started Edgecombe County Rescue Squad. I've been in politics for 35 years or so. And I know the county as well as anybody here. And other than Mr. Cloud, I am the oldest one here. Thank you all, and have a good evening, and same to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for your participation, your